I'm Lucas Caballero.
I'm Jayden Piscitelli.
And this is our song we have for the Deep End student album for this year, and it's called The Lovely Jam. It's an instrumental. It's pretty impromptu.
Questions.
We have some answers.
Okay, so how did that song come about?
There was this thing, a musician named Tom Misch, I think his name is. He did this thing over quarantine called like the Quarantine Sessions, where he did just like covers, like loop pedal covers of like really famous songs. And one of them was Isn't She Lovely? And so I learned the loop chord progression he played for that, and then I put it in a different key, and then I just like took out some chords and did some other stuff to it, and that's basically what that ended up being. But it's a pretty simple chord progression. And then one day me and Jayden were just in the lab, and we were like, hey, let's record something. So I was like, I have this that I ripped off of a rip-off of Isn't She Lovely? And so he recorded that, hence the name Lovely Jam. And yeah.
Nice. And then my next question is, do you ever deal with writer's block?
Oh, I do, certainly. Like, all the time. Constantly. I don't know. I know that, like, Elton John, when, like, he's writing music and he wants to do things, he always, like, listens to other music. And then what he does, he basically picks out, like, the ideas that music is trying to do and is, like, does his response to it. So he'll, like, listen to something and then just do his own version of it. And I like to do that to a degree. So I usually just like to listen whenever I can't think of anything. You know, it's just, but that's like in anything, you know, if you don't know what to say, just listen.
Okay. Lucas, do you have anything to add?
Sometimes I have writer's block. I forgot who said it, but there was like it might have been like John Mayer or like something, but he said something like, oh, I don't ever have writer's block because I don't ever like play if I don't feel like playing. So it's like kind of that idea. It's like I don't have writer's block most of the time because it's like when I am trying to make something, it's because that's what I'm like trying to do. But it's like, yeah, so there will be like times where I'll have writer's block, and then it's like what Jayden said, like you listen to a different song or musician and you get the idea of what they're doing and you're like, I could do something like that, and then you just do it, you know. But,
You start your next thing.
A conversation with Kevin.
Oh yeah, or we can do like the Vulpus Vulpus. You remember the form by any chance?
You want to trade?
There's a sheet in there.
I
Ooh.
never learned the progression of that one also.
Well, yeah, okay.
I'll put on some delay.
Make it some fun. So I guess this next song we're doing is a song I wrote on piano at the beginning of this semester. And then I basically taught it to myself on guitar, and then for our postmodern ensemble, we printed it out and then like made it one of our things that we're playing for the ensemble. So yeah.
Before you guys start, do you just... I have the sheet music with me. Do you want me to grab it for you?
For me, I know the whole thing by memory.
Would you...
The lead sheet will not help because you do the weirdest voices.
Well, no,
Okay,
just,
yeah.
just so you have the chords if you're going to improv over it.
Well,
I know what it is.
Okay.
I all the time.
Okay.
okay, yeah, no, we got it. Yeah, it'll work. And then, is there like more questions after? Or do you want to just like talk about it or like?
Yeah, you guys can talk about it. I can ask you more questions.
All right. There's nothing really special to this song. I mean, it's just what we're playing for postmodern. The song title, the Vulpus Vulpus, I got that from the Fantastic Mr. Fox because there's a scene where he sees a wolf and then he like's talking to the wolf and he's like saying their like Latin genus names and they're like and he's like introducing the wolf and he tells himself, he goes, I'm Vulpus Vulpus, and that means like red fox. And that's what it was.
So I know you mentioned Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you could place your music in a TV show, what TV show would it be in?
What TV show?
Yeah.
Ooh. What do you say, John? Seinfeld. If I had to choose, my music would go in one piece. I'm just kidding. I don't know. What do you think? What music would my TV show go in?
I don't know.
Or
Probably something.
what TV show would my music go in?
Something like that takes place in the Midwest and is depressing.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone, yeah.
Yeah.
Bojack.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bojack's good.
Okay. Okay, dead or alive, who would you want to collab with as an artist?
Ooh, you go first.
They have to be real. Yes.
I would hope, potentially. They could
Hatsune
be-
Miku. Just
That-
kidding.
Little boy.
That was a joke.
I don't know. I think. You wanna go?
I would say one of them for me is John Frusciante.
Okay.
He's the guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
I think I'd want to do Mitch Mitchell.
Mitch Mitchell. No.
He's the drummer in the Hendrix Experience,
Mm.
who is like 50% of the sound, and it's like crazy. He's really, I don't know. He's like the perfect drummer.
Mm. Ooh, playing with Jocko would be cool too. Now that I think about
that
it.
would be really cool. He's kind of an ass.
Yeah.
What's the last song you listened to? Do you remember?
Last song I listened to
Yeah.
today. Let me see. I think it was a Fleet Foxes song. No, yeah, it was Blue Ridge Mountains by Fleet Foxes. I don't even have to look. That's what it was. Yeah.
What was it? Might have been My Way, Frank Sinatra.
Mm.
Classic. And then lastly, where can people follow you and find your music?
I have an Instagram, Jalapisc, JALA _PISC. I have a TikTok with the same name. My TikTok is fun because everyone in the comments is really mean to me for some reason. So I don't know. You can go there if you want.
Cool.
I only have an Instagram. I don't have a TikTok, sadly.
Because you're so different.
And my Instagram is at lucas.swagallero, SWAGALLERO. It's like a play on my last name. And then I have another Instagram account that's like my music account, and that's like davidsjukebox.mp3.
Nice.
Because I couldn't think of any other name, and I made that in like sophomore year.
Alright, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you both for participating.
Sorry.
I was going to grab your face, so that works, I guess.
See you, Lyric.
Bye.
You got an interesting